Hey guys, we're live from the basement. Hope you guys can hear me okay. Let me see. Check, check. Let me test the audio real quick. Test, 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 test. All right, audio is good. Just in the basement here today, we're gonna be upgrading one of my buddy's bikes. This is a Trek Madone. We're gonna be upgrading his 105 to Ultegra. Got all the parts here. So he brought me all the parts. So we're going to be changing some components today. And we're also going to be chatting about how is your end of the year so far and what things you accomplished in 2025. Personal, cycling goals. What did you do? What you didn't do? Um, I think one of the things that I wanted to do this year on the cycling level was I wanted to ride 200 miles, and we actually did it this year. I did it a couple years ago, and this light is really bothering. We did it a couple years ago, but we actually got to do it again this year. So that was one of my goals for 2025 was to do a 200-mile ride, and we actually did it. I should get some gloves. I'll be back. See if we got some gloves here. Doo-doo-doo. Box of gloves somewhere around here. Where are they? Here you are. So drop on the chat, guys, what you guys did this year that you didn't do any other years. Let's see who we got here. What's up? Hello. Yeah, so like one of the things that I wanted to do this year on the cycling world was to do the 200-mile ride. And we did that about weekends ago. Ooh, so that was fun. It didn't have much elevation. Man, this DI2 is dead. Um, what we're doing today is we're upgrading my buddy's bike, 105. He has 105, and we're putting Ultegra on it. So we're gonna take the 105 out, and we're gonna be putting Ultegra. Or doing upgrades on the end of the season. That's the way to do it, right? You guys ready for the holidays? Are you guys going out of town? Put you guys some music here. Let me know where you're watching too. I know I got people everywhere on the YouTube, so we're only live on YouTube today. It's kind of like a last minute stream for a little bit, just to chat with you guys towards the end of the year. Very, very excited for 2026. We might not finish this because I have to go get the baby, but doing a little live here. So we're gonna start off by taking the cassette. Not the cassette, the derailleur. Anyone getting a new bike for the holidays? Gonna have some good sales. So since we're upgrading, oops, the Shimano, we only really have to take off the derailleur. We don't have to take off the full mount. Take this off. Anchor. I mean, this 105 is still has life on it. Wow, we got 12 people here. If you're not subscribed to the channel, guys, hit that subscribe button. The channel. This is all we do here. Random cycling. We normally don't see tracks in this channel, but we're making an exception today. There's there's a inside joke we have. Nah, my buddies about track. We're always talking trash. You write what you like. That's the way you should be. And you write what you like and what you can afford, right? Some of these bikes are budget. Let's see what kind of cassette he has here. Because if he has Ultegra, we're not going to change it. Yeah, he has a 105 cassette. So we'll also be doing that. Mm, What type? Oh, what type of bike is it? Mister. This is Madone, Trek Madone. Someone said, "I like your voice." Oh, hey, 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 hey. Mm, Yeah, this is. I think that's how you pronounce it. Madone bike. So I think he bought this as a frame, and then he did the build, and then we're gonna be changing everything to Ultegra, Ultegra shifters. So this is a newer Ultegra because it has the little buttons there. You can program for different shifting, different settings of the shifting. You ask me though, I'm a SRAM guy. I don't really rock anything that is Shimano except pedals. I like Shimano pedals. That I do like. This light is really doing a lot for the stream. Light right here. No, can we turn that off? Can we turn that off? Is that better? Ooh, that's better. Much better. This is my basement, guys. So only much we can do. The good thing about doing Shimano with Shimano is that we don't have to worry about running cables because they're already through the little thin cables that go on Shimano components. We're gonna start with the cranks. What kind of brand bike do you guys want to know? I don't know what kind of community we have on the channel. We got Trike Guys, Specialized, Santa Cruz. This is not clicking anymore. Why is I need a new stand, by the way. This stand is. Put this guy here so we can see. I started writing when I started writing. I started writing with a Cannondale. Man, I've been writing all kinds of stuff. First bike was a mongoose. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. Started with a mongoose. That's we call here a Walmart bike. Or the mongoose. I think I have the tool to remove this little plastic here. That'd be a problem. We can do other stuff. Writing a mongoose. It's a Walmart brand or Kmart brand. Then I think I got a Yeti cycles, something like that. A lot of people ask, "Hey, what bike should I get?" It all comes down to where you're gonna be riding at. I don't have a tool to remove this thing. You know, I never work on trim stuff. Let me take it out. It's that little screw that comes on Shimano bottom brackets. Okay, we can do shifters. We can do shifters. We can do calipers. Let's see. We got someone started with a three wheel bike. This is the other thing. We don't have to do. I've done a couple of bikes switching from Shimano to SRAM. That's a whole new thing to do because you gotta change the hoses. You gotta change the brakes. And when it's SRAM, when it's Shimano, you don't really got to do much because you can still reuse calipers, hoses, screws. You guys got any goals for 2025? You want to get more watts, increase your FTP if you care about all that. All the data junkies. These, these lines are completely dry. There's like no liquid, no oil on them. Oh my guy, Irving, if you're watching, bruh, no, you got no fluid on your brakes, my guy. And we're gonna start with the. I guess we can start with the calipers since we already have that off. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I'm getting the glare again. Over here. Thing is giving us a horrible glare, guys. And that's too dark. Look at Christmas effect. We gotta get a little hat for the phone so it doesn't give us that glare, but then you guys can see what I'm doing. We're gonna start by doing the calipers. Are good. You guys hear the music? I like to keep the alcohol on a little, spray them. Boy combination at all times. I like to put my gloves on because hands will be dirty after that. So we're starting off with the rear caliper, guys. Sorry about the camera angle. No, it's not the best, but I'm supposed to put this. It's all right. This works. When you're putting the calipers on, you don't want to tighten them all the way because you still have to do the bleed. I'll leave them a little loose. Once you do the bleed, and that's where you're when you tie them, because you got to take the brake pads out, and then do the this better. But if we push this that way, ooh, that's a little better. Leonard says, "Hey, just got my first bicycle. The best way to repaint it." Ooh, yeah, that I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure because it depends. I mean, is it a carbon? I heard it's a paint. I never paint it. I mean, I painted bikes to get away before, but not a professional level. If it's a carbon bike, I think you're supposed to like sand it, cover the letters, or if you're gonna get like different different letters on it. But honestly, it's not cheap. It's not expensive to get someone done. Like if you take everything out of the bike, like take all your brakes, all your components off the bike, and just leave the frame and take it to somebody. think that's the way to do it. Depending on how much the bike is. It's if you pay a lot for it, then I will consider maybe. And you're planning on keeping it for a while, or maybe consider someone professional to do it. Dude, now they also got those. Trying to keep all the parts that I removed together because I'm gonna be giving these components back. They got some cool wraps now that you can do on bikes. Kind of like how people do on cars. You can also do that on bikes now. Dude, I mean, honestly, the way I learn, like I'm not nowhere near to be a professional mechanic. I do enjoy doing stuff here in my basement, making videos about it, and that's how most of my come into in my hands because I just like to mess around with it, and it's something that I truly enjoy just working on the bikes, and that's how all my buddies bring me bikes. They buy a new bike, bring it to me to do the build. Dude, and nowadays with YouTube, I mean, you can learn anything on YouTube, right? Also, the stuff on YouTube. Also, new bikes. Even if you just buy a new bike from like a company, I mean, honestly, there's really not much you're doing to put it together. It's like the brakes are done. Let me get a towel real quick. Brakes are done. Honestly, sometimes all you have to do is kind of like just cut the fork at your preference if you're gonna be cutting the fork. But nowadays you really don't have to do much. What I'm getting at it's if you watch a couple videos, you can probably figure it out how to paint your bike. This 105 that my body's taking off this bike, still good. I don't know what the big difference. If we have a Shimano guy here that can give us a comment of what the big difference is. I mean, on Shimano and 105 and then Ultegra, it's probably just the weight, honestly. Weight and shift and performance, right? Is. I don't have the little tool to remove the. You guys know what I'm talking about. There's like a little plastic here you got to take off for shrimp. Oh, I think I got it. Hey, I got it. We almost. It's like a little plastic. Honestly, just a little cap that holds the it kind of like puts pressure on the arm to kind of like go all the way in. So, what kind of bike did you get, Leonard? Bike? No, dude. That's one thing that I have never. I've never messed with. I have changed spoke before, but I'm very intimidated by building wheels. This is the thing that I was trying to get out, guys. It's like a little plastic cover thing that has the have a little diamond thing on the top. I don't know what it means. I don't know if you guys know. There's like a little diamond on top of streaming. Um, that's one thing that I haven't done. Once you take that little plastic off, the left arm will come off easily. I don't know why. I find building wheels, it's like I don't know. I feel like you have to have a lot of experience. I wouldn't dare to do build a set of wheels. Not even for me, honestly. Just find it something happens or whatever. But it's definitely something you can learn. You know, takes practice to do it. There you go. His bike, his bike is like dry everywhere. Like the crank is super dry. Actually, to be a 105 crank, it's not that heavy. Right, bottom bracket is out. I like to spray it so things starts getting loose in there, you know? This is just alcohol. We're gonna end the stream at round 5, guys. So if you guys have any questions, do you put them on the chat? As we're doing, honestly, since we are doing calipers, we don't even have to undo the bar tape. We're gonna see. This just came to. We're gonna unscrew this all the way out. This will pop off, and then we can just in the new one. Yeah, there's that. Whoever did this tape from my body, my guy, looks bad. Best tool you can get, the rubber hammer. Jeez. Yo, for real, I'm gonna have to undo the headset because everything's dried on this bike. Some little lubricant on it. Sometimes you gotta go a little right. Nice. That means you have some nice weather wherever you are. You got 16-degree temperatures here. Let me show you something about the Shimano calipers. It also happens on shrimps too. This light is really getting annoying. Whenever you do the front caliper, you're gonna have this little mount, right? The caliper gets mounted into these. Caliper gets mounted into these, so you got to make sure that those two little screws in the back before you mount it into the fork are nice and tight. What is this? This is a 6 mil. Not even close. It's a 4. So just make sure that it's tight. Doesn't say what it's supposed to be, but really tight. The brakes. I'll do a little tequila spray here. You guys can hear the music that I have on for you guys. My video doesn't give. This is a 516. Okay. Might redo the tape for my body because this tape, I'll show you guys how they did this tape. You can definitely get some money for this 105. So this is the other Ultegra. This is what we're upgrading to. Honestly, yeah, you can tell the difference. You can definitely tell the difference on 105 and I don't have a little. I should get a little scale. You can definitely tell the difference on the 105 and the Ultegra. A little bit, not by a lot. We are putting the caliper on. Same thing with this one, guys. We don't want to tie it all the way. We still have to do brake bleed. There you go. We're gonna try. We will be able to do what I was talking about. Regardless, we're gonna try it. Because if we can do that, the calipers will be at at the same height. So if you ever remove the calipers, you want to try and keep them at the same height where the owner has them. We'll start with the one on the right. This the one. Moment of truth. This work will save some time. Look at that. One thing that I want to say about the Shimano calipers is that be very careful with this little thing here. The little where the hose goes. Because one time I broke one and I had to order a new shifter. So just be nice. Be nice. Yeah, so the new shifters, the new Shimano shifters don't have any cables going, just like the shrimps. In the other days there was a little cable going coming from the battery to the derailleur. I think what we were talking about, it's gonna work. It's gonna stay at the same height that he had it. I'll give you guys a little view here. Maybe if we lower this light a little bit, that was too much. We got the shifter out. This one, feels lighter a little bit, not by a lot. So is this little piece the one that you gotta be careful with, guys? It can easily break. We gotta take this off. This is remember I was doing a little upgrade on one of my bikes. I think I was doing from GRX. Little thing just snap. Oh no. Order a new shifter, it's like 120 bucks for that. We got some new people coming into the live. What's up, everybody? We're doing an upgrade on a track. I think this is a 2025 Madonna. Upgrading from 105 to Old Tegra. We are at the shifters portions. We got 20 minutes left on the live. We gotta go. We might finish this tomorrow. If you guys got any questions, put it in the comments. We got some new stuff coming, guys, for 2026. We're gonna be doing more podcast episodes, more unboxings, more sponsors, hopefully. I don't really have any sponsors, just my wife. It would be cool to have sponsors. Sir, the sponsorship is a very, very complicated subject. You guys, we saw the I don't know if you guys saw the podcast we did with the sales rep from Cannondale. He kind of is a little bit about sponsorship if you're trying to get a sponsor. It's, you know, you look at it. It says did a podcast with the sales rep of our area. Kind of cool. I think, yeah. See that, guys? It worked. We're still gonna do the bar tape because look what they did on this bar tape. They put tape here. I don't know if you can see it because of the comments, but whoever did the handlebar tape, they put a tape here and they also put tape here at the end. It's all right. There's plenty of videos on how to do bar tape, guys. Also, one of my buddies showed me a way that you can do bar tape, and it's that without using the tape here, you reverse reverse wrapping to where you start wrapping the handlebars from here, and guess like this or like this, whatever. And then you don't use any tape here, and you just kind of like lock it in as you're going. One way you can do it, but his handlebar tape is still good. I'm definitely gonna redo that, even though we didn't have to move the didn't have to move whatever these things are called, calipers, the shifters. I always have a hard time. I know there's a tool you can buy to like line this up, but this lining up the shifters, every time I build a bike, I always have an issue with that. Probably never get it right. Second shifter. This one has something different on it. Hmm. Still gonna undo this tape anyway, so we'll just undo it now and make it easier on us. We're back. I don't know if you guys heard some of that, but that's my buddy calling me. Uh, so we got the we had to remove this one because the bar tape wasn't cooperating. So you guys ready for Christmas? What's going on for Christmas, guys? What kind of food do you guys make for Christmas? My mi gente latina, dígame qué cocinan para Navidad, unas gallinas rellenas. Uf, unas gallinitas rellenas con tamalitos. It is easier though with the bar bar tape out. I'm gonna try not to move the position of where the shifter was. I'm trying not to mess it up too much. One thing that I don't like doing. Go. Second shifter is in. And I think we're gonna leave it at that for today, guys. So we did the shifters, we did the both calipers. We got to do the crank. I'm definitely gonna check his headset because everything else was very, very dry. So I'm gonna check his headset, do a little grease on it, just because everything was very dry. I don't know why he has tape on this. Maybe for sweat purposes. I am gonna check his headset, make sure everything is nice and greased up. Maybe that's the last thing we do. Let me see. Ooh, 451. Go. If you watch this after, or if you're watching right now, Let me know if you want to see a part two of finishing the upgrade. We can go live again. Yeah, this his headset is dude. His headset is completely dry. Like done. We'll do that tomorrow then. We're done for today, guys. Let me find something that I can put here. Looking for something that I can tie the what fork. I'm not gonna leave it like that. Anything, of course. Here we go. Thing you want something wrapping your fork dropping and then breaking something, right? His this thing is completely dry. Just put it back in. Put the cap on. Do it again tomorrow. Keep it safe. Yeah, his headset is completely dry. We'll do some grease tomorrow. All right, guys. If you guys watch this after, comment. We want to see part two, and then I'll do part two. Upgrading your bike. Thanks for tuning in. To all of those that commented, thank you so much. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe little thing somewhere in there. And we'll see if we see maybe 5 comments of hey, we want to see part two. I'll stream the part two tomorrow. Part two tomorrow will be bleeding the brakes and mounting the cranks. Maybe a quick test. Hey guys. Bye.